1v1 where you are heavily favored, and that is the mantra of this Mordekaiser, and that one will be locked in. I'm a huge Mordekaiser fan, and we are getting a... Oh, no.
Oh, we're getting a level 1.
Oh,
Slayer,
no.
it's game 5. Okay,
Please,
both teams have seen each other.
Guys, come on, it's game, oh no, it's game 5! And the hook harpoon lands, but a huge pullback comes across from Bin. That is first blood over to BLG. It's secured by Shadow, and the Mord passive value becomes huge, but another harpoon lands on it, immediately flashes with the charm, doesn't bring it back towards Storm, and it sets up the crit shot for JackeyLove, but a trade back lands on the Shadow. And if this series couldn't get any crazier, we coin flip level 1. Kanavi. It feels like he has to come off his clear to provide some value. There he shows on the ward, on an Elk trying to race back. They have flashing cleanse on Elk, but On doesn't have it. Hong able to flash away from On, looking for the trade. The repel, though, back to the minions. It's the deadly flourish eaten by Elk, but he cleanses it out, and somehow On once again escapes death. Oh no, Kanavi, though. Good vault breaker. He cancels the dash. Shadow doesn't want to go in. Harpoon lands up, doesn't flash away, but JackeyLove gets the crit shot through, and they're going to find Hong as the trade back. Shadow not going to land the way when comes Lightning, gets a flash away from JackeyLove. Deadly Flourish comes back down. This chaotic early game has more in store as Kanavi flashes after On and finally cuts down the Spider's legs.
It is 3 minutes. Either die a lot earlier, or maybe we get a bigger advantage. Now he is sitting in mid.
Oh my god.
Oh,
fast start from Creep, Deadly Flourish, there's the lockdown, and just like it's happened all series long, Knight falls early.
Knight, he gets taken down, but remember, he had lost his flash in that level 1.
Time for it, because these junglers still don't care about camps, they care about ganks. Shadow's on a ward, though, but it's Kanavi on the top side looking for a gank into Bin. This is a great timer to go for because there's no Death Realm for Bin to lean on. Instead,
he's looking for
he just has to eat the damage. He's trying to get 6. He's going to pull it off, right off onto 369, but he didn't have enough health in the tank. A desperate play, but it's another kill found for Kanavi.
Man, I understand he will not have his ultimate, and now we're getting a lane swap. No flash on Bin. This is tough. Goodbye, 369. You have to flash.
I hope you enjoyed your kill, man, because you're going to pay it back twofold. Oh, the flash body slam, a desperate play. But 369, you just got to accept the death there, brother.
Right now, this is going to be the first dragon at 620 here for BLG.
It's just massive to see both of these.
It's 10 kills at 6.5 minutes.
I'm like struggling to take stock of this. I'm trying to catch up on some of these items, who's so far accelerated, and it's hilarious that our 2 junglers are even in gold, but they hold 5 of the 10 kills, half those kills. Why is Bin bottom lane? What is happening?
Because he has nothing. He's homeless top lane. There's nothing for him to grab up there.
All right, I guess we're diving. Explosive cast comes across. Stan's going to land, though. On has to repel out of turret aggro. Shadow to take it next as Elk picks up the kill to 369. Really good allocation of turret shots there from BLG. Can Cream find an angle in? They have an idea that he's looking. Awe-inspiring to think about how Shadow has had to step into this role and now have such a huge goal lead up against Kanavi. But it's, again, the bottom lane where we go to, where all the fighting is happening, but that wasn't much of a fight coming across from Hong. He gets popped like a balloon. That's what happens when Pyke gets locked down, and Hong has to learn the hard way.
We cannot be trying to make this play onto On. This is basically, if you're aiming at Elise, she has to have no spiderlings every single time. And the self-slow, as we saw there, that's the ultimate.
It's again Bin that's getting targeted. That's explosive cast and flash out, but they don't know that Shadow is waiting in the wings. Kanavi goes for the cease and desist, but he is going to be set up for the kill. On to Shadow. If the Cressigar doesn't come across here, and nobody drops.
3 out of the 4 ultimates used there in that play. Nobody dies. It's a trade of flashes. Bin for Kanavi. Kanavi can go back and continue to farm here. You need to try to keep up his tempo around the map, especially getting closer to those finished smites. If you can get it in 11 more camps. Teleport here. They're going to look for a play on Knight. He has about half a bar of mana. He has his ultimate as well.
We're going to get an early test at how well BLG can keep this TES first comp at arm's distance. He's going to flash over the Deadly Flourish, trying to get the most out of this Demonic Ascension. Hog is the easy first target. Going to pick that kill up. JackeyLove has to flash away from Knight. His Bin TP's in and drags 369 into his arena of doom. 369 trying to use the turret, but these isolated Qs do so much, and the flash is too late. On finds the kill. They can't even pick off Knight right now. TES is scrambling, and Shadow senses the weakness, dashing after them. It's Cream that has to use the Spirit Rush. Flash Cocoon, but a great dodge comes out from Kanavi. That surely would have been another kill for BLG, but instead, TES only end up losing 2 members.
Oh my God,
as they look for another
Cream!
trap. It's the trap as Cream dashes into it, and Kanavi throws himself to the walls. The kills come across. Death from below gets one back for Hog. Kenny gets the resets. Yes, finds himself a second. Jackie Love can't get close enough, and Shadow dashing on top of him. But Jackie Love heals just enough to get back under turret.
First one we see, and I don't even care anymore. Send me to live. There is a dragon happening, and it looks like Top Esports, they're not going to be able to contest. As Kareem, be really, really careful about when and where he pulls his shot, because yes, he has Demonic Ascension, and he has this Rylai's, which I think is going to be massive for this game, but I think that BLG...
And the Herald goes over to BLG. Look at BLG get back into control to find this mid wave. They're going to take the long way around.
Top Esports can't even contest for this, though. Like, they're so late. I think Elise gets even more value with all of these Spiderlings. Oh,
they get a pull back. It's Cream again that gets caught. Forcing ceases down of Kanavi, but a good repel. Kanavi is caught up creek with no paddle, and it's Elk to find that kill once more. 369's teleport, too little, too late. The explosive cast can set up Cream to find this kill tonight. Yes, finally they chain some damage together. Great charm forces the cleanse out of Elk as well. Current Call not going to find any shots, but Elk bends the ace of the hole right around Jackie Love, and down falls 369. Out of nowhere on, by the way, in the Herald, setting up the knockup onto Hog, and he sends him back to the grain scheme with a death from below. Bin flashes after Hog, completely whiffs, and all bets are off still in this game 5.
Oh my God, they tried to use the Herald because they wanted to catch on.
Watch this bin flash, though. Oh!
He thought he had it.
BLG
grabbed themselves the bottom side turret, and that is going to be the feats of strength going over to them. Top Esports will be able to at least get something on the opposite side, use those 3 grubs that we've been talking about so much.
Yes, have to be very wary about how they approach this dragon. Chemtech Soul Point. How can you find a way in, Kanavi? You've been an MVP-like player this entire series, but they're asking more of you, Kanavi. How can you find a way to shut down this soul? The traps just aren't letting them in. Kanavi, does he have the Vault Breaker to steal it? No, it's Shadow to secure it. Kanavi immediately has to flash back the way he came, but Shadow is hungry. They subbed him in for a reason, to bring him in to end this series, and he's chased Cream in between their 2 turrets. He's eating turret shots like candy, but you can't chomp down on that crit shot.
That is an RFC headshot. Say goodbye to Cream. 30 seconds, and now a potential mid-tier 1 on the table here. A lot of wave clear coming on through. 369 with those barrels, making it impossible. Oh no, Kanavi, he might be caught out. He's 2 levels down.
He was gapping Beitron 2 games ago, and now he's getting run circles around by Shadow as he flashes over the Vault Breaker. Kanavi, there's only one way out, and it's the death round back to base.
It's feeling inevitable. BLG are about to
Kanavi will spawn maybe before this Octagon dies. And he's going to have to watch as it goes away. Hong does not have Spellbook. There's no room for a steal. Shadow will secure it cleanly. Octagon, XP gains exponentially over to Bilibili as they continue to stack up their fortress for a Game 5 win.
Top Esports, though, now they're going to try and ham-fist this. They know that this game isn't getting any better for themselves, so let's play around mid, set up early.
He sniffs out the Death Brush. They do get to catch on to Knight. He has to pop the Demonic Ascension, but again, the Swain just heals and shields through all this pain. Kanavi has no friends left to follow that play, and Knight finds himself his 6th kill of the game. Cream dashing back.
Completely predicated on bursting out targets, on one-shotting them, on executing them with Pike. What happens when you don't have it? Can they get into the pit? Ari's on the flank right now. Hong flies in. This
Kanavi,
is tough.
Do you have a Miracle Steal? He's going to flash. They light up the charm. Elk's going to cleanse it. Gets himself out. Hog's popped. Chemtech Soul Drake is down. The desperation heat from TES roots 1 kill back. But that's not enough to stop the freight train that is BLG. Chemtech Soul at 25.
You're going to have just by having the soul. Makes it even tougher, right? Like, you're supposed to execute them.
Oh, hold on. It's again a desperation heap coming across, and it's Kanavi. He's just trying to make up for a mountain of a deficit. And with him down, you called it all. That's it. Being sayonara to this Baron next.
Man, what a year for BLG. They started off not even ending in top 2. They go to MSI after what was a run in the upper bracket, lose to AL, go and end top 4 at the midseason invitational. Split 3, they start undefeated for 8 series in a row, finish 3rd after an IG upset at the last day, have to reverse sweep an unlikely JDG, defeat IG, and now 5-game
demons that haunted them for the majority of this year. Looks like they're going to come up short once again, unless a miracle flies in the heavens for Top Esports. All that's flying through right now, disgusting amount of damage from Elk, as he will take down the mid-tier 2 and the siege is on.
This series should have been over already. Remember, game 1, we started with a massive lead from Top Esports, and they were knocking on the doors of BLG's base. When Top Esports threw, this could have been a 3-1 series in favor of TES, but too many mistakes, too many inconsistencies from the mid-jungle here. And I have to call that out. Cream had a large responsibility. Obviously, this game was incredibly messy, but Knight having a massive bounce back in the series, going from
TES's base broken open, inhibitor exposed.
3 items here for Jackie Love. It is a single Infinity Edge there for Crit Chance alongside that RFC. You can also see that Elk, Collector, RFC, Infinity Edge, so much lethality, so much extra damage compared to his counterpart. Who's wave clearing on this roster? Kind of feels like it has to be Cream in situation. You can also use Charm alongside alongside the hook from this Pike to pull those super minions forward, especially with these Baron buffs. A little bit trickier for this team to deal with. Even getting caged inside their base, thanks to these Caitlyn traps. Teleport flank set up by Hong. This has to be the fight here for Top Esports.
The last-ditch effort for TES. It's Shadow to start things off. Kanavi gets drowned into the Death Realm, and Bin wins that one 100 times out of 100. General Kanavi down, 369 waddling around, desperately behind it, maybe trying to collect the wave to stall this out. BLG, they're going to go after 369. Flash from on. He doesn't land the cocoon, but he gets 369 away from the wave. Super minions crashing into the Nexus turrets. 5 versus 4. Make it 5 versus 3. Elk just one-shot Hong off the screen and back to the Gray Realm for the last time tonight. Shadow looking for the engage. Jackie Love crit shot. Cream to go down next. Jungle carousels. Disappointing split playoff finishes. None of that matters now. All that matters, BLG, Bilibili Gaming, your first LPL team to Worlds 2025.
And coming off of the back of an incredible performance in the later